Hi! I hope everyone's doing super dandy today because for today's video, we are actually recreating some Pinterest pins today with some basic shirts I found in my closet, and I just haven't been wearing them because they're just super basic. I just really don't wear white shirts, so I have this white tank in my closet that has not been worn and this basic white cotton shirt as well. So we're gonna be doing a little bit of a DIY to them and make them a little bit more fun, make them a little bit more spicy, or I don't know. We're gonna make them more fun today. So we're gonna be recreating this pin right here, which I love. We're gonna do this one for the tank top, which I just love the texture of the paint and just how it looks. So we're gonna be using some acrylic paint for this one to try to recreate it. And then for the second pin, we're gonna try to recreate this one right here with fabric, some embroidery string, and some fabric glue. No sewing machines needed today. But that's the plan, so let's jump into the first one and let's see how fast I can do it. So for the acrylic paint, I am gonna be mixing it with this golden GAC 900, and it just turns the acrylic into fabric paint. You could also use fabric paint, but I just tend to like acrylic paint and mixing it with this. You can also just use acrylic paint by itself. I've seen that also worked. It's really just up to you, but I'm gonna be using this. And then I also have this, it's this old microwave. I think it came from like a takeout restaurant, and I use this to mix all my paint. So I'm just gonna mix my paint on here. I'm gonna mix probably like a green or greenish blue, like this picture is green. It's just like a dark green, right? I'm just gonna make it like a nice dark green with it. Okay, Jenna, you should probably clean your palette a little bit more. Ooh, look at that. My paint color here, I am just gonna put it on the side because now I'm gonna kind of trace out my design. I'm gonna use a washable marker and I'm just gonna draw the waves just so I know the motion and just like roughly where I want them to go. So you don't have to, you could just like freehand it, but I prefer just to, you know, roughly sketch it out first. So I'm just using this washable marker right here. Hi guys. I roughly have it kind of drawn out. It's very faint, but it gives me kind of just a little bit of a draft to go off of. And then I'm gonna fill in the rest of the lines when I'm painting, but this looks good. I think I'm gonna start. But one thing before I start, I have this cardboard box here and I'm just gonna put my shirt over top of it just so it keeps it nice and flat when I'm painting, and it also doesn't go through to the back of the shirt, because obviously paint can bleed. That fits perfect. I did not plan that out. I just had this random piece of cardboard, this box in my closet, and whoa. It's time to start painting, which I probably should test out the paint on some fabric first, so let me do that. Okay, I have this extra scrap piece of a shirt that I cut, so I'm just gonna quickly test my paint on it. There's my test swatch. Looks pretty good, so I'm gonna start now. So we're just gonna take a break, a quick break from the video, because today's video is actually sponsored by Sway. Haven't heard of Sway? They are the sister company to Pila. Pila being the company that created these amazing compostable cases. Meanwhile, Sway, their sister company, created the world's most sustainable eyewear. If you don't know, I'm obsessed with sunglasses. Every single time I leave the house, I have a pair of sunglasses with me because you need to protect your eyes. That is so important. My eyes are sensitive, and I am so excited that I finally have a pair of sustainable sunglasses. So Sway sunglasses actually produce 33% less CO2, 34% water waste, and 82% less waste compared to the other conventional sunglasses and packaging. Also, when you're done with your sunglasses, you can actually return them to Sway and they will recycle them for you. So you don't have to worry about recycling after you're done with your pair of sunglasses, or, you know, backs and your dad steps on them and breaks them, you know. You don't have to worry about them, you know, going to the landfill. You can give them back to Sway and they'll recycle them for you. So the sunglasses I have from Sway are the Solana. So I have them in purple and pink. And then lastly, I have their Cocos in a brown color. But if you guys want to try out Sway and get your own pair of sustainable sunglasses, I do have a coupon code for you guys where you guys can get 30% off your whole order. All you have to do is use my coupon code Jenna at checkout and use my link down below in the description and you guys will get 30% off. That's all I had to say, so we can get back to our DIY. So overall, so far, this is actually way easier than I thought it was gonna be. The paint goes on there so easily, like it is so easy to paint on here just with the cardboard underneath. And I find having like a square paintbrush like this with like, you know, a skinny edge is super, super easy to kind of get that precision of painting. And then you also can do like the thicker lines and the thin lines, just because I like changing it up and giving more, you know, definition to it by having skinnier lines that aren't as opaque, so not as dark, and then have some that are lighter, some are thicker, just to kind of give that kind of swirl look here. So overall, I am super happy. I'm like halfway done pretty quick. So I'm just gonna continue on, finish this, and then once we're done finishing this, then it can dry, and then we just heat set it. Then maybe crop it, I don't know. I wanna try it on. This is how it turned out. I think it looks so good. I am so happy with it. It's still a little wet, so I'm just letting it dry and then we'll be able to heat set it. And then I think I might crop it a little bit because this top is very, very long. So I'm gonna wait for this to dry and then we'll finish it up. Okay, so next one, I have these two fabrics here, which this is going to be the flower. Then this is going to be the center of the flower. I have my white shirt here, which I want to do a big flower on it. Like I want the flower to take up majority of the shirt. And then here I have a ton of embroidery string, which is the last step because we're gonna embroider the edges all the way around after it's cut out and glued onto the shirt. Okay, first step, we gotta draw out our flower. Gonna use a black marker. I don't think this one's washable, but I'm gonna cut inside of the black marker so we won't see it. Dang, that was actually not bad. Wow, I should become a professional flower drawer. Hi, sorry, weird angle again. But I'm gonna start with my rotary blade here and cut out some parts, and then I think I'm gonna finish off with the scissors. I think that's gonna be my plan of attack. Got my scissors now. Cute! That's actually a pretty good flower. So the rotary cutter thing actually worked really well. Recommend. So I was just about to glue this on and I'm thinking this fabric is like way too thin. So I'm actually gonna use some interfacing, put some interfacing on the back of this and then glue it on. I just think it will probably look better just because I feel like it might be a little bit wrinkly and just like not very nice looking if I just try to glue this on. So we're just gonna make it a little bit thicker, this fabric. So if you have thin fabric, maybe try interfacing, or wait till I do this and let you know how it goes, or just pick a thicker fabric. So now that I have the interspacing on the back of both of them, the little circle and the flower, I can finally glue it onto my shirt here. I have never been a fan of fabric glue, never really used it, so I really don't know how it works, and I still don't like it. It's hard to notice, but you can see the glue right through the fabric here. So I think we're gonna ditch the glue and we're just gonna embroider it on. And we'll just pin it on to hold it there for now. I should have tested the fabric glue on a different piece of fabric, but at least I didn't mess up the actual flower, because that would have really sucked if I had to redo the flower. Okay, so now I am just gonna go in with my embroidery string here. I think I might want to choose a couple colors. I think that'd be kind of nice, but maybe to start off with orange? No, maybe not. Blue? Maybe purple to start off with, and then we can switch it up if I want to. Got my needle. Let's embroider this. Okay, so last thing we have to do now is just stitch this whole flower onto our top, which is gonna take a little bit, it's gonna take a little bit longer than the other stitch I did for the center here, but we're gonna be doing the exact same stitches here for the outside. Or if you have some like fancy embroidery stitches you want to use, go for it, but I just like the simplicity of this stitch. It doesn't take too long and it's on there pretty good, so I'm just gonna do that same stitch for the rest of the flower. And I'm gonna use this peachy color here. I like the contrasting thread of the green and the yellow here, so I'm gonna do the same thing for the purple. So this shirt is done now, so I'm just gonna put that one aside and we're gonna finish off this shirt. So because I used that medium, that GAC medium, I do have to heat set this, so I just have my little baby iron here and I'm just gonna iron it just for a few minutes and then that should be good enough, and then I'll be able to crop this one and then show you guys how they look. And the reason why I put that medium, that GAC with the acrylic paint, is because that GAC gives it like kind of elasticity, so when you stretch your clothes and you know they get worn, then the paint doesn't crack. So that's why I like to use that, just because I prefer acrylic paint over fabric paint. That's just like my preference. I find it way nicer, and then I just add the GAC and it's good to go. Okay, I'm ready to show you the first one. I honestly love this one so much. I feel like this one's very Jenna. Like this one definitely very Jenna, and I love it. I love it. I love how it turned out. It honestly feels so nice. Like it doesn't feel like paint, like it's not stiff. It like maybe just feels like vinyl. Like it feels really nice. So I'm really happy with how this one turned out. This is what it looks like up close. Maybe in the future I might attempt to do the back and do the whole shirt. I feel like that could be really cool, but for now, I'm so happy with it. I'm so happy with this shirt. It is so cute. 10 out of 10 for this one. This one was a really easy DIY. It didn't take very long, and I got a really cool shirt out of it. Wowza. Okay, well, here is what it looks like up close. Here is the second DIY today. I'm so happy with this one too. It is very like fitting to my style, my personality. Like when I look at the shirt, I just think of Jenna. That's what I think about. I don't know if you guys think about that, but I love this. Last time I did like a patchwork top, I sewed it on, but to be honest, I kind of like the embroidery, like hand stitching look a lot more. Like, I think it looks way better to have like that hand embroidered stitching on it. Like, look how cute that is. I'm just very impressed with myself today. I made some really cool shirts that I'm actually gonna wear. I'm gonna be probably wearing them a ton because these are just really cool, these shirts. I'm very happy. That's it. I could stare at this all day. I'm just really excited. But that is it for today's video. I hope you guys enjoyed making these 2 DIY shirts from just basic white shirts. I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you guys do create one, be sure to tag me on Instagram at @JennaPhipps because I love seeing what you guys create. You guys get to see what I create, but I rarely get to see what you guys make, so make sure you tag me on Instagram. But that's it. So I hope you guys have a great rest of your day, week, weekend, morning, I don't know when you're watching this, but I just hope you have a great rest of your day, and I will see you guys all in my next one. Bye!